Good morning dear students, this is Neetu from St. Paul School. Today we will study chapter 4 from our Beehive textbook. Chapter name is A Truly Beautiful Mind. This chapter is related to Albert Einstein. Now I am starting the reading of this chapter, and with reading I will explain you also. Albert Einstein was born on 14 March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. To her, his head seemed much too long. Now in this first point, we studied about that Albert Einstein was born on 14 March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, and his mother thought that Albert was a freak. Freak means a word used disapprovingly to talk about a person who is unusual and doesn't behave, because he was not speaking anything, he was not behaving anything, he didn't say anything to anyone. So he was a freak to her. And one more, why his mother is using this freak word, because he was different from others children. His head was too much long. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still was not talking. When he became 2 years and 2.5 years old, that time also he was not talking, he was not speaking anything. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Einstein didn't know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. So the youngsters played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister Marja, he is said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" So when he was 2.5 years old, he was not speaking anything, but later then he has started to speak. But he didn't mix up with the other children, so the others were calling him like a brother Boring. A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter, because he will never make a success at anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. And when he was in his school, his headmaster told to his father that he will not be succeeded in his life because he was not talking anything. But in his childhood, he was playing with the mechanical toys. And his mother gave him a violin. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. And when he was 15 years old, he was in that school, and he didn't like the school's regimentation and often clashed and always argued with the school teachers. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. So once Albert Einstein was alone in his house because his family members went to the another place. After a prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. And why he wanted to go to Switzerland? After a long time, he expressed his this wish in front of her. He's a family member that he wanted to go to Switzerland for his study, because they were more liberal than the Munich. Munich is the place at that time he was living. Albert Einstein with his family members. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. And after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science was not the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. So when Einstein was good in mathematics and physics, So after finishing school, when he completed his school education, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science was not the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache, and he had a mustache also, mustache means. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Matric, whom he found to be a clever creature. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family and at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. The couple fell in love, later survived in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. Wrote Einstein, how happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion. So in the 7th point there is written like that he also felt a special interest in a fellow student when he was in a university. He impressed by a girl and he was the student of same class, and that girl name was Mileva Matric, whom he found to be a clever creature. This young sub had come to Switzerland and they both were in Switzerland because the university in Zurich was not the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Why they were not in Zurich? Because in Zurich university only the boys can take the admission, girls were not. So they both were in the Switzerland and they both loved each other and they were sending letters to each other. They expressed their feelings to each other. So finally they loved with each other. And in the next point 8, in 1900 at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bonn. And when he was 21 years old, that time also he had no job. So he was unemployed and later he has started to work as a technical expert in the patent office in Bonn. While he was supposed to be assisting other people's invention, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. So in 1905, he invented a new theory, special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again. After a journey, if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. From this followed the world's most famous formula, which describes the relationship between mass and energy. So later then he invented this formula that was related to energy is equal to he showed the relationship between mass and energy by this formula is equal to mc square. In this mathematical equation, E stands for energy, M for mass and C for the speed of the light in a vacuum. Now the next point, point number 10. When Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his study, but his mother was against it. She thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She is a book like you. His mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. So when in this point there is a written like that when Einstein loved with the Mileva and Mileva also loved him and he decided to marry with Mileva. But Einstein's mother didn't like that girl. Why? Because she was thinking she is just like a book and she was 3 years old than the Einstein. So she is the older for Einstein and his mother said Einstein put the wedding off. So he put the wedding on. The pair finally married on January 1903, but finally in 1903 Einstein married with Mileva and had two sons. But a few years later the marriage faltered. Mileva meanwhile was losing her intellectual ambitions and becoming an unhappy housewife. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Ilsa the same year. So in 1903, when Einstein married with Mileva, after this they both had two sons, but unfortunately they started to fight with each other because Mileva was thinking like that she was not able to continue his study, and now she became a housewife. So finally they had taken divorce from each other, and in 1919 they separated from each other, and that time only Einstein married with another girl with his cousin Elsa in the 1919 only. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. In 1915 he had published his general theory of relativity, which provided a new interpretation to gravity. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. The newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution, and in 1915 Einstein's new chapter coincided with his rise to world fame, and suddenly he became very famous. He had published his general theory of relativity, and by this newspaper proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution, and this all the newspapers published this theory, and they had given this name like that. This is a scientific revolution. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921, and in 1921 Einstein received the Nobel Prize. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. And lauded by the press means all the newspapers and this press and this media covered Einstein's. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So when the Nazis came to the power in Germany in 1933, Einstein was there, and the people of the they feel afraid because the Nazis could build, because these Nazis can build an atomic bomb. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd of August 1939, and on 2nd August 1939, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President in which he warned a single bomb of this type, and in this letter he warned to the American President. He wrote about this bomb exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. And we all know this incident when America dropped this atom bomb on the Japan's famous city Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. So how the American president know about that this is a German city, the Nazis, they were making this atom bomb? Because the Einstein wrote a letter to the American president. So American people also silently made this atom bomb and they dropped on the Japan's famous city Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact, but over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end of to the arms buildup and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. And now, when Einstein heard about this, that America dropped atom bomb on the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, his heart shaken. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations, and publicly he had written to the United Nations, and in it he proposed the formation of world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, he had not written a letter directly to the American president, the Franklin Roosevelt, but publicly he wrote. This one made no impact, but over the next decade means next century, Einstein got over more involved in politics, and later then he involved himself in a politics. His popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So, Albert Einstein was died in 1955 when he was just 76 years old, and he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius, because we all know he was a great scientist. Now with this the chapter is over, and you have to write this thinking about the text question answers in your literature notebook. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.